Zooch toward Jester and a great chip and a great start for Anonymous game number 3. And what are we witnessing?
Send to midi. Got the one-on-one. Sends it into the right post. And we have game.
Omar is able to maybe win this foot race. He chips it up. Fate for the win. He's got it. This is Rematch. And we are back just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Not going to waste too much time. Once again, we are here for maybe one of the best League B matches you might get all season, and it's here in the opening week. The Troglodytes of the Transatlantic taking on All on Black. Now, surprisingly for the Troglodytes, it's rare that we see a game without them with no Will Bobs, but that is the case tonight. But it looks like no Will Bobs in the game, at least for this match, and potentially for the rest of the night. Skyax, Couch, Comfy Cozy, Nebunaze, and JJC is the lineup. And on the side of AOB, same lineup that we saw earlier. Tickles and Eric, Freezy Poo, Blood Eagle, and Nink. And on we go, folks. 2 games set. You know the drill. All on Black, starting it off in the home uniform, rocking the blues in this game. Look very quickly looking for Eric atop the box. The Troglodytes coming off of, again, also some great offensive performances themselves. They got a 2-1 win against Taichi, but fell 4-3 in their other 2 games of the Fed Cup. Early one for Tickles with the head, goes off the right side post. Now, this is a matchup where, again, I say it's one of the most premier matchups you'll get all League B long. These are the kind of games that really could end 5-4. So much insanity in terms of the way that these 2 teams play offense that it really could happen like that. Now, the issue, obviously, for the Trogs, though, without their main goal scorer in this one in Will Bobs, might stunt them potentially a bit. So I would have All on Black as potential favorites coming into this matchup, but the Troglodytes, they've shown with all their players so good time and time again. Early start is bound, though, in this one. And it's Freezy Poo getting the scoring started like he did in Game 3. Little drag shot, open space, sends it into the right side. Both of these 2 teams now off of their Fed Cup match in round 1, now playing in their first League B match of the season. Now, I mentioned earlier, if you guys were listening to that All on Black, first 2 seasons in League B, they ended up, hold a note, Skyax scoring it on the other end to equalize this one at a goal apiece. And like I said, this is one of those matches where it's going to be fireworks potentially all game long. What a goal here for the captain. Who has been huge as a forward player alongside Will Bobs in the matches that we have seen. Sent way too high in the air there by Couch. Gives it away. Keeper trying to play it on line. Nebunaze is able to stop it. Nebunaze, who we've seen obviously recently playing a lot of keeper, but now obviously with Comfy Cozy in it, their traditional keeper. They're back in it. And Delbeck, you were a part of this potential derby last season. Troglodytes versus AOB. In Season 1, they actually played against the Troglodytes as they both finished 4th and 5th. All on Black 4th, Trogs 5th. They went into the playoff best of 3. And the Troglodytes won both Games 1 and Game 2 in that series. However, All on Black did play with only 4 players in that match. The Trogs, they took care of business. Not right now, though. Eric Davis, his first goal of the League B campaign. Gives All on Black a 2-1 lead. But just to say that both two teams have played against each other in League B before. They played against each other in the playoff. They played against each other in the following season in League B. Have even played against each other in Div Cup before. In that group was All on Black, is what I mentioned. But what I didn't mention is that also there was the Troglodytes. and also Blue Cruise FC as well. So those were the 4 teams in that group. AOB, Trogs, the 2 teams in that group that ended up moving down and going into League B. And the rivalry has been there ever since. 2 of the lasting members from that original League B season, along with Cloud. Uh-oh, Freezy Poo trying to tap it in. Can't get it. Good recovery there by Comfy Cozy. I'm not sure if Henry was here to be able to do it. And I'm doing so much that I can't do the predictions when we're trying to rush the time, unfortunately. Eric, one-on-one with the keeper, able to slurp it around and pass it on in. He's been doing it all day long, and he adds another one into the collection. 3-1 lead now for All on Black. Makes it look real easy. Doesn't get it to go. Couch, ball in, SkyX, able to get, or was trying to get something on it, but the keeper was able to poke it away. Final minute of this game. Couch, switch, Nebunez, up top for SkyX. Lovely setup from the Trogs, but it was saved. Tickles, big time work in between the posts. Nink, Freezy Poo, up top here for Eric, sends it off the crossbar. Nobody in it. Net, oh my goodness, how is there nobody at net? All on Black, give up a crazy goal here. It's a nice Couch, able to convert on the open net. I don't know what happened there to AOB. Nobody was back despite them having a 2-goal lead. And they've made it interesting here. They play it up, and it's immediately answered by Eric. Oh my goodness. Why matter? Why bother with playing goalkeeper when you could just score a goal immediately on the other end? I mean, that is filthy. Off the post and in. Eric Davis, a hat trick here in game 1. Couch, ball in. Guided away there by Blood Eagle, Nink, and AOB. They're not done yet. Nink shot, far post, misses it wide. JJC playing it up down the pitch here for Couch. Trogs looking for one for the road, and they're not going to get it. Saved by Tickles, and that is game number 1. 4-2, final score. All on Black continue business, and they've won 3 straight games. And here we go. Swapping sides now with the remake Nebunez. And the Trogs rocking their traditional blue uniforms. They send it in just a tad bit too high there for SkyX. Couldn't get the prio. Or at least couldn't get the diamond. Blood Eagle playing it on the foot. Eric, what a good little cut right there. Trying to free himself up for a pass shot. And he's gotten it to go again. How does he do it, folks? I'll never know. It's like watching the Slurp incarnate here. Pass shot, gets it under the keeper. Perfectly slotted into the far post. 1-0 lead once again right out of the gates for AOB. Blood Eagle. Given a lot of space. We'll give it up now for Eric. Defense, they give it away. And Eric just capitalizes on passing it in. No idea what has happened there, but a 2-goal start right out of the gates for Eric in All on Black. Now plays it in left wing. Couch, shot in for SkyX. Love that setup again for the Trogs, but Tickles has been making some marvelous saves to prevent those from going in. Falls into the trap right there. They played into the left side for Freezy Poo. Left open. Goes straight onto net and scores it. Great individual play there for Mr. Freezy Poo, who has been getting a goal in a lot of these games. And you can see obviously why Comfy Cozy dove that way. The curve on it made it look like it was going straight far post, but ended up going into kind of that middle area. Oh my goodness. And potentially goal number 4 could be looming. Eric working around JJC. Eric passing it in. What? And it goes over the line. I gotta see a replay of this. Oh my goodness. Comfy got the animation. Oh, that's happened so many times before. And it's one of the worst feelings as a keeper. You get that animation that you're leaning down like you're in position to grab it, and then it just pops you up. Wow, that's really, really heartbreaking. Couch trying to chip the keeper, can't. And we're not even halfway through this game, and it's a 4-0 lead for All on Black, who are looking to put the hurt on the Trogs and now make it 5. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Game 1, so neck and neck. AOB able to come out with their lethal offense, and right now, this is more than lethal, folks. This is, I don't even know. JJC trying to clear it out. Can't with so many defenders around him. Nink chips it on over. Freezy Poo heads it back up for Nink. Deflected and not on target, but what is going on? Eric, his pass shot finally picked up by Comfy Cozy. I thought it was going to be goal number 6 on another unreal error, but thankfully the Trogs can sigh themselves just a little bit, have some relief. Right side. Plays it up for Eric. Eric, good moves right now. Plays it up for Freezy Poo. JJC can't get the block, and oh, Eric looking for another pass shot goal, but he sends it off the post. They've certainly stopped the bleeding, although the chances are still coming in for AOB, but the Trogs, they haven't given up a goal in nearly 3 minutes of time. Now they just got to get themselves on the board here. Couch working around it. Tickles, great timing, and a huge gamble that pays off. Tickles comes out of net. Nobody back, and there it is. Trogs capitalizing on the situation, and a huge goal for Nebunez and the Troglodytes. Much needed goal with AOB playing wild and free. Eric to Nink. We'll go back out here for Freezy Poo. SkyX, huge interception. JJC trying to hold on to this one. They do play it up. Left side. JJC pass to the open Nebunez. And how about a brace for one of the greats, Nebunez. Although it's likely over and won't change the points, it will certainly give them something to smile about. A brace for Nebunez and saving their goal differential just a bit. But All on Black, certainly the victors of the night. 6 points in League B and defeating Tariff in the first round of the Fed Cup. What a night for All on Black. They'll certainly be celebrating tonight. And what a start to the season it has been. 5-2 final score here in Game 2. All on Black complete the sweep.